Peace and blessings. We're back with the lost episode this week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We were hesitant to put it out at first. Well, why didn't you even introduce us?
I mean, I don't think we need an intro right now. I mean, we can.
I mean, you want to?
He's Jamar Lee.
And he is Zoe the Great.
Intro.
So, the lost episodes, we were on our soapbox, I think it's safe to say.
Definitely in our feelings.
Yes,
definitely in our
and
feelings.
I know I was hesitant to put it out. I don't know about you.
I really didn't care. I mean, because this is what we out here for.
Right.
Be fully frontal, disclosure, or whatever.
I didn't agree at first. But I totally agree now, man. I appreciate this episode because it kind of makes us human. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So I enjoyed rewatching it, and I don't mind putting it out now.
For
so
sure.
Make sure you check it out this week, as well as subscribe to our YouTube, Mix Space It Up .513. Again, YouTube, you get all disclosure, everything, all the interviews, all access. Mix Space It Up on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on social media network. Everything / Mix It Up .513. Everything. It doesn't matter where you at. Everything, we own it. And Shaw, you want to give them a Gmail?
I got it.
Yep.
And if you guys want to send us emails, leave us comments or anything like that, please send us an email to 513@mixitup@gmail.com.
For sure.
Also, you just want to say happy holidays. It's Thanksgiving weekend.
For sure.
So, be thankful for everything that you all have.
Yes,
Families,
yes,
friends, food in front of the table. Please make sure to save us a plate as we both love to eat.
Oh, yeah.
So, as long as it don't, look nasty or sound nasty, we gonna probably eat it.
Make mine pork free. Make mine pork free.
Put his pork on my plate.
For sure. Don't matter. Listen, another thing that we excited about by Thanksgiving that we should have up is our podcast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes, it's going to be on Spotify,
Apple iTunes,
Audacity. No, I'm sorry, Anchor.
and a few other platforms. No, we don't know what the other platforms are yet.
Yeah.
But for sure, Spotify, Apple iTunes, and Anchor for sure.
We are very excited. If you can't tell that Sean excited, I don't understand.
I definitely am.
He's been ready for this for a while. So make sure you check us out. We on everything. So
And before we get out of here, I just want to shout out the Grits and Glory podcast.
For sure. Yes.
Ron Ricks and Edwin Adome.
Yes.
Thank you so much for tuning in, subscribing, coming through, helping us out with the podcast and this video log. So please check them out as well on Spotify, on Anchor, Apple iTunes. I'm sure they're on other platforms. Grits and Glory with Mr. Ron Ricks and Edwin Adome.
Yeah, we called Ron last minute to try to figure some stuff out, and he was going on a train, I think.
Yeah, going on trip.
And he helped us out. So thank you. Make sure you check them out. Our brothers out there. So anything else? Am I missing something for the holidays?
I think we're good, man. Just happy holidays. Eat well.
Yeah.
Eat well, and we'll be back the week after with something new.
For sure. All right. Peace and blessings. I love you.
Love
Happy
y'all.
Thanksgiving.
Peace.
Peace and blessings. We are back. This is technically episode 16.
Yes, sir.
We are having some technical difficulties with episode 15, but we will put it up this week. So I'm sorry that we're a week behind, but I guarantee you it is worth the wait.
Definitely.
The reason why Shaw arm is up in the air is because we are live on Instagram. There was no other way to do so because
apologize for the mess in the back.
Something was going on with our computer, and we want to be able to be interactive, and this is the only way that we can do it so far until our computer starts working. And
so a whole bunch of technical fucks.
Yeah. So. And we're not technically. So
we're getting it.
We're learning so much on the fly,
man.
But again, thank you so much. I think we already introduced ourselves. So Jamar Lee,
Zoe the Great. Yes, sir.
You back with us, so obviously you know who we are. But make sure that whichever outlet you watching this on, either be Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, our social media outlet is mixitup.513 on all social media outlets. Our YouTube, where we post the whole segment, is mix_it_up513. Make sure you check everything out. We love you so much for supporting us, and we're just gonna dive right into it.
Let's go.
Ready?
Let's go.
So this news broke about AJ. I don't know if you saw it. I'm pretty sure you did because you love the Bengals. Hey. So the head coach said that they have no plans to trade AJ. which I think is stupid. They need to trade him now, especially to get some linemen to kind of protect Andy. But
for our new quarterback,
I don't think we need to draft a quarterback. I think we need to get a line, offensive line, and some DBs, and then we can kind of make a decent run.
We need everything.
Yeah, we do.
We need a new water boy too.
I'm not even a Bengals fan anymore.
Hydrated.
I'm not a Bengals
Players
fan.
ain't even hydrated on the sideline.
I
something different.
I'm rooting for coaches for now. So my coach is Andy Reid. So whatever team Andy Reid goes to, that's where I'm rooting for. So right now it's the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm not putting any stock into organizations anymore. So head coaches is my thing, and right now, Andy Reid, you my head coach of desired taste. Therefore, I'm rocking with you. So go Chiefs. That's what I'm talking about. I know you still rocking with the Bengals. I don't even want to watch the game. I don't even want to see a highlight.
It's hard. It's hard to right now, bro. I mean,
it's not hard. It's very easy to distance yourself.
Oh, it is when they play this terrible.
But they've been playing this terrible for years.
Like I said, it's bad this year. It's very bad.
But the reason why we notice so much this year is because you can see that all the teams in the NFL are elevating their game.
No, absolutely. That's why I said it was supposed to be a new era, but it's not. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, for sure. And I think we are definitely behind the 8 ball. It always takes us 3 years to make a transitional move, and I don't understand why. Especially when you see all these mobile quarterbacks.
And that brings us, I think, to the next point. So the whole thing was the AJ Green trade rumors, right?
For sure. Yeah.
So we should definitely make the move. I agree with you 100%. Let's start a new era. It's time to trade the old heads.
For sure.
I mean, unfortunately, that comes with the price of, because you saw Kirkpatrick was a little butthurt when he heard these.
Yeah.
So if you trade AJ, it's gonna mess up the whole locker room.
But Kirkpatrick need to get the fuck out of there too.
I agreed 100%. You need to go too. You won the old Bucks. You need to go. We need to stop seeing you in Scene Ultra Lounge. You need to go.
But it's not that. He can't cover. Even in zone, he can't cover.
I don't even think he covered his tab at the Ultra Lounge. So, yeah, you need to go too. He's part of it as well. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, but it all starts at the top. That's what all organizations. And
yeah.
I think we all know Cincinnati. Ours is pretty
horrible.
Bad.
Yeah.
I know you put it on there as well, and I left it off the list by accident. But the Redskins head coach.
Oh, yeah.
Jay Gruden, who was also former Bengals coach, got fired. So, who you think, or who would you like to see as a replacement? Or who do you think we're?
I don't know. I know a lot of people are saying Tomlin is the runner-up for the Redskins.
But that'd be next year, right?
Yeah, that'd be next year.
Okay.
I don't know a head coach that would fit us because we need a tough coach, right? We need a coach that's willing to get in our players' ass.
Say Redskins, not us.
Oh, I'm sorry, Redskins. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, I do agree with that sentiment too, though. We need a tough ass coach.
I think the Redskins are a team that lacks leadership. So if they're not going to find it, I don't think they're going to find it in the locker room this year. So they need a coach with leadership, and I don't even know who's on the board to be a coach. But it can't be a soft coach. I mean, someone like an organization like the Rams, they could have a laid back coach, which they do.
He's a player's coach.
Yeah. So different organizations need different things, and it all depends on the team. Because I think Goff, he even though he's not a quality quarterback, like a consistent, I won't say quality, a consistent quarterback. They got linebackers that'll take the lead. Their running back obviously will take I think he's hurt, but he'll take the lead in the locker room. Like they have people in place to take that brunt of the leadership role. Sure. So it all depends on who's in the locker room first. Because they're players coach, and then there's a coach, and then there's a get in your ass coach. And I think the Redskins need a get in your ass coach just as much as we do.
Definitely.
Just to light some fire. So
I mean, do you have anybody who you think would be?
I don't know. I think Rex Ryan is trying to get back in, but I think his style.
I think we've just seen him so many times.
Yeah.
It's flopped.
Yeah, his style doesn't work. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. There's not too many getting your ass coaches.
See, I agree with you with that sentiment. There's not a lot of coaches that's going to get into your face. I'm going to pass this because my arm getting tired. I'm sorry, y'all. My arm weak.
Pass it to the dude that's been working out. Huh?
Boy, you said it was leg day. So what's your arms now?
It's chest and tries tomorrow.
But I agree with you in that sentiment that there's not a lot of coaches in the league that are getting in your face, getting in the player's face.
For sure.
The list, I went out there and looked at a few people that was up for head coaches. Was one that you said was Tomlin for next year. The current intern coach is Bill Callahan.
Yeah.
Who I don't think he's a good fit. I saw Brian Schottenheimer, Josh McDaniels.
Brian might work.
Josh McDaniels if he wants to lead the Patriots.
No.
Eric Bieniemy from the Kansas City Chiefs.
He's a coordinator.
Offensive coordinator. Those were a few names I saw out there as far as currently in NFL.
Yeah.
A couple college names that I thought was interesting was Oklahoma's Lincoln Riley.
No,
I thought that was cool. And they even threw out like John Harbaugh.
Really?
John Harbaugh and I even saw possibly, I know he said he was done with coaching, but Urban Meyer since he had connections with Haskins. I personally, I'd like to see Tomlin or Eric Bieniemy up there. Bieniemy with the offensive mind, training up Haskins like he did Mahomes, help him out, and hopefully get some, restore some.
But I don't think he wants to leave Kansas City.
He might not. He's got it pretty good down there.
Yeah.
But if you remember, he applied here at Cincinnati, and we turned him away.
He did, didn't
he? Let's think about it.
He
like
did,
I said,
didn't
it
he?
all starts at the top.
Yeah.
This guy was a former Bengal, proven offensive coordinator, actually called plays.
Yep.
And we turned him away.
He did, didn't he?
All because, I don't know if this is the only reason, but they were saying like he had cases back in the day. I forget, assault or some type of other case, but they were talking like 10, 15 years ago.
Really? That can't be the reason.
Well, that's why I was saying I'm not sure if that's the only reason, but
so I don't know. I think
so. Like I said, it always starts at the top
for sure.
So until Dan Snyder and I forget the other Bruce Allen gets their act together, same thing here. Till Mike Brown gets their act together or relinquish ownership, I don't see either of these franchises going anywhere.
But if Brown, he's talking about passing to his daughter, who is just as bad.
I was gonna say I don't know anything about his daughter. That's the only thing I've heard.
Yeah, but she's been running it for the last, I think, 4 years.
Who's that?
Big Country.
Kendall, welcome back, brother. Welcome back.
Shaw arm tired, so you gotta look at me, dog.
That's cool. You can still, finagle your way over here. I know you see some braces,
But I don't know, man. It's going to be an interesting year.
For sure. So it sounds like we talking about leadership right now. What do you think that how the Baker treatment is going amongst like vets and his co-teammates? I know we kind of touched about this a little the past week, but that was just particular with his team. But it seems like he's getting under people's skins around the league.
For sure.
Let me get the phone back. My arm got charged up. Kendall got in here.
So with Baker, I think everyone has a legit reason. And it's only because, like I said with the Odell and the Browns, you talk so much. And that's all we know you for, right? Like you don't produce as much as you talk. So you can't sit here and say, "Oh, I'm bruh," and this, that, and the third, and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. But you can't put up the numbers. Like Baker's talking like he's the next Peyton Manning, which is impossible. Like
only one Peyton though.
Yeah, and I'm not even saying that he's on par to be with Peyton. He's like subpar. Like he's doing worse than Brett Favre did his rookie season. And Brett Favre stunk up the place. I didn't even know my phone was on. Sorry, guys.
I'm good. We live. We captured that live.
So I have a hard time, and I think I've never met Baker. I never talked to Baker. I never seen a Baker interview.
So not even a Matty Ice.
No, not even a Matty Ice. But I think he's a good person. I think it's just he's a competitor. I think that's what it is. But you're coming off as cocky and not a competitor, because when I see you do different things on the field, it's not like you're getting upset about XYZ. You're getting upset because, like, you threw an interception. You're not getting upset because you threw the interception. Like, you overthrew your player. You're not getting upset about that. But when people are not blocking for you or someone gets through the line, that's when you're getting upset. Wait a minute, dog. Like, I'm hard on myself. I'm harder on myself than you would ever see me hard on somebody else. Like, I give other people passes that I wouldn't give myself a pass. So I think, and I don't think it's a misunderstanding with the veterans, because they see different talent come in and out. So I think it's just Baker, and him being a competitor is definitely coming off as cocky when you don't have the right to feel that way. I know that was kind of drawn out, but
no, you good. I mean, no. I mean, like I said, I agree with you, especially once I started hearing more what Richard Sherman was saying about him. I don't know if you saw that whole handshake thing. You know,
which Richard lied about, but
he did about the handshake. But then he said he started to acknowledge what happened after the handshake, which people didn't get wind of. He said that Baker basically blew him off. After that, which is, Sherman's a vet, man. You gotta pay him respect. Yeah. You should, at least.
For sure. I definitely understand where Sherman was coming from.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but the initiation of that was definitely out of line.
Exactly. And I mean, to the point to where, you know, Nick Bosa, that's why he did what he did, because the only thing they remember you from is what you did at Oklahoma. Not what you're doing in the league. Not what you have done in the league. And that's where you're losing, I think, a lot of the veterans' respect.
For sure.
One way is when he came out his teammates in the offseason. Should never do that. Came out in the wrong way. You don't ever go after your teammates in social media or
for sure.
Media. Especially if that was his rookie season.
Yeah, and you haven't proven anything.
Exactly.
And I think one thing that Shannon Sharp hit on that was golden, when he said that we might be friends, but when we on that field, I'm knocking your block off. Like, I'm gonna shake your hand, I'm gonna give you all types of respect, but when that whistle blow, I'm gonna knock your block off. And I get that, because we've played against our friends in high school. But when that whistle blow, I know you're trying to hurt me, so I'm gonna do everything I can to make you look bad.
Even when we play just pickup games. I mean, you know, at the rec center, if we go against each other and hoop or whatever. I'm trying to score on you trying to score on me, I'm trying to stop you, trying to stop me likewise. Same thing with you, Kendall. We get buckets on you though.
Man, moving forward. Man.
Wait, hold on. Let me add on real quick to that. So, add on to your point, and then we'll go. Did you see that George Kittle little skit that they did before the game?
No.
Where his father sends him a letter, like it's a drawn out new email letter, every day with different things, different topics to look at, things like that, inspiring him each game. His father even acknowledges that the George Kittle that I know in person, I don't want to see that person on the field. You need to transform to a different person when you're on the field. Those two people should not coincide.
Word.
So when you said that, that's what made me spark it. Yeah, George Kittle, he's real live. He is like the person that you see on the field and off the field, even though he said the only thing that they have in common is they're both goofy. But he said that they're two different people. When you get on the field, exactly.
I didn't see it. I'm gonna have to. Hopefully, it's online. I'm gonna have to see that.
It might be. I know it was like one of those little pregame little stories, but I thought that was very interesting. It made me respect him more as a player,
for sure,
as well, and commend his father, because seeing father fit things like that, I love seeing
for sure. So moving on to the NBA versus China. I don't know how else to put it. I'm glad you put it that way. You want me to get it?
If you don't mind.
So the NBA versus China.
Did you see that whole thing?
I read about it. It was kind of confusing because I understand what the person was trying to say in the tweet, I think, but I think that's because I try to think before I react, and look at the intent. I think that's just something that I'm learning in my travels, is that I need to look at the intent first. If you are intending to do something, because people know what they're doing. Right. So the verbiage used, I don't think went along with what he was intending to do. So, but what do you think?
Man, so you're in a whole different country. You have to respect that country's rights.
For sure.
You know, I know it's social media, but you have to know, especially as a general manager, when you say something on social media,
it's going to burn.
Exactly.
It's going to light a fire.
Everywhere.
For sure.
So Daryl Morey, that's his fault for doing that. But as far as some of the team, I don't know if you've been seeing this, bro, but people that even like wear shirts supporting Japan, stuff like that, they've been kicking them out of games. Not only that, but like when NBA players, like I don't know if you saw like Harden and Westbrook, they still went on with their games, even though the Chinese have been saying that we might block this out. We might block y'all games out in China because he said this.
I thought they did.
I think they did, but I don't think it was definitive at the time. They may have since then, but they were talking about it. And I think it speaks volumes, especially with this coming from Yao Ming, who was with the Houston Rockets, was an NBA player, and y'all offended that man as well. When I say y'all, I mean Daryl Morey. Daryl Morey, you offended him as well. So, I mean, unfortunately, it's not over here, and even over here, you still have to watch what you say on social media sites. So, just poor choice of actions, poor choice of words.
For sure.
Poor things by Daryl Morey. So,
I know for a fact if he could take it back, he would.
Oh, absolutely.
And I don't think that's just a money option. Right? I think, and again, I'm just trying to look at the intent. Right? So I don't think he meant the harm that he caused.
Absolutely. Yes.
It's all about the verbiage. Like,
wordplay is a big
and I definitely understand and definitely see why people in China or Chinese or whatever you want to say feel the way they feel. I cannot downplay anything, but I think that there needs to be I don't think he apologized, did he?
He did, but I believe it was more of an attempt. Yeah. Like not a sincere apology. Yeah. Because I think when I was reading up on it too, like he didn't even reach out to like Yao Ming, the president of the basketball organization in China, things like that. And if you're trying to get right to the root of the cause,
that's what you need to go.
Exactly.
I respect everything that they're saying. I respect everything they stand for because they have the right to do it. It's just about that intent, man. I don't think he meant it the way
he did. Yeah, I agree with you.
But shout out to China, man. They definitely stick together and they don't call.
That's what I was trying to say.
Man, I know I'm ruffling some feathers, but if black people did that,
I mean, you get a Cambodian burst out there. So
so pop culture, Riri is rumored to be playing the Poison Ivy role in the next up-and-coming Batman movie. I don't know if it's going to be a trilogy or a saga or what.
That was going to be my first question.
Yeah.
If it was going to be a trilogy or saga with her.
Yeah.
Second off, I mean, I'm happy because I went and searched that too, but she's actually interested in doing this role, which I think is a big plus.
Right.
Is that you get somebody that wants to do this opportunity.
For sure.
My whole thing is that I just don't know her acting background for real. Aside from the voice that she did on Home, I don't know what else she really did.
She did a movie.
Oh, she was in that one movie with where
it was like a shit movie.
Yeah.
And that's where I
remember she slapped dude in the face.
Yeah, and
but that was a terrible
garbage.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Bad acting all around.
Yes. I just don't want her to. I don't want her to flop doing that character.
Yeah, because that's a good character.
Not only that, that's a big figure in the comic book world for women.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't want her to do like a discredit to
for
that.
Sure. I think someone else should play it. And I hate to say it because I love seeing people.
I didn't even think Uma Thurman did that good.
Oh my goodness, she did not.
But I didn't think she did good either.
The reason why Uma Thurman didn't get noticed is because Tom Hardy definitely outshined her. And you can see her trying to connect with the second personality like Catwoman has. But she just sucked. And it was
didn't like that at all.
But that's because everyone was paying attention to the relationship between Bang and Batman.
Right.
But she sucked.
Is there anybody you can think of off the top of your head who you would like to see?
Honestly, Charlize Theron.
Okay.
Am I saying her name right?
I think so. I mean, that's the way I would have pronounced it.
I think she might be dope. That's because she has that quality where she can be spiteful and be beautiful at the same time. And she can try to kill you and be sexy about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I don't know her name, but the person I was thinking of, she played on American Horror Story, and then she was also played on some one of the other Fox's like horror TV series. But it was just like, damn, like she was really cute, but at the same time, like that seductivity was wanting to kill your ass, like, you know.
I
she was enjoying it too. Like,
I really want a black Poison Ivy because I think that would be great, but I don't know who because here, take that. Mom, I'm getting tired.
Yes, sir.
I don't think Halle Berry would be good.
I
know that's going to be the first black actress that they pick because I think she was whacking John Wick.
I thought of it, and not that I don't think she should, but I thought Beyonce might be in there.
No,
running.
Hell no.
I just thought like
hell no
she would be in the running, but I don't want her to.
Yeah,
I just thought she might.
I'm trying to think of Hollywood's go-to black actresses. You know who would be dope but wouldn't fit? Lupita. She would be great, but she wouldn't fit because her personality and her acting level would be dope on there, but I don't think she would fit. And I think because it's how Catwoman always plays, I don't think her quality would be accepted there.
No, I just thought, is there an actress that I thought of Robin Gibbs, but somebody that's younger? Cause she just has that sassy, like I told you, I was watching the game again, the TV show The Game, and she just has that sassy, seductive, like I just want to do nasty shit, but at the same time, if I hurt you, I don't give you just a younger version of her. If there's a person out there like that,
I don't know. I wanted to be so bad though, you know what I mean? It's like I was thinking the girl who plays Storm, but I think she's her acting level isn't. Ooh, Zoe. What's her name?
Zoe Deschanel?
No. Kravitz. Zoe Kravitz. She might be good for it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I think Zoe. She stepped up her acting game too. I think Zoe might be. Zoe. Yeah, I think. Ooh, yeah, I think Zoe could do that.
You get the job, Zoe. Plug us, please.
I definitely. Zoe would be great at that. Damn, yeah.
Zoe.
Yeah, Zoe. Yeah, I think Zoe. Yeah. Okay, let's move on.
See what your Halifax is this week.
Nah, she ain't it.
Before we get to the next subject, because I think we're going to get on that one for a little bit, can we just shout out Earl Spence?
Oh, yes. Earl Spence and Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is actually...
Is he doing better?
He's going out on tour supporting the Jumanji 2 movie.
Cool.
So Kevin Hart is definitely looking up. I don't know if he ever is going to be 100. But he's definitely looking on the upside. If you guys don't know, Earl Spence had a similar wreck. I think it was in a Ferrari.
Ferrari, that's what I thought.
And it was pretty brutal.
So expensive.
So Spence, We definitely support you. We love you.
Yes, sir.
I don't think you should ever return back to the world of boxing with such a bad injury. But definitely get well and don't worry about entertaining us, man. Entertain your body, entertain your soul, and get healthy. I don't want to see you back in the ring because your body can only take so much. Trust me. Like your body, you need to treat your body well, and coming off a wreck like that is horrible. So
for me, Spence, I mean, I would like to see you back. I don't think you should, but I'd like to see you back just because you're such a good. He's such a talented fighter, but probably one of the best ones we've seen in our generation.
Yeah.
But yes, first and foremost, get better, and then talk it out with your fam, talk it out with yourself before you make the decision about coming back.
I don't want to see you in the ring, Spence, but you're a grown man. Hopefully you do what's best for your body. But definitely get well soon, man. You definitely in our hearts and our prayers, bro.
Yes, sir.
So moving on to something that's very controversial. There's a video of a all-black football team with a black coach, and they're pre-gaming, and the thing goes, I have two hands, and then they clap, two pats, and they pat their knee thigh pads, and then they say, "I'm gonna knock a nigga shit loose." And when I seen the video, me as a football player, I was just like, woo-wee, let's get it. Like, I'm hyped. But then, me as an adult was like, ooh-wee. Like, I definitely see where the coach is coming from. You want to switch?
No, I want you to.
I definitely see where the coach was coming from. All black team. Honestly, I couldn't see that. I could see us doing that if we had an all-black team. It definitely gets you ready to ball out and knock a person shit loose, but it shouldn't have been done. I think that they were in a closed area.
What shouldn't have been done? I'm just
the knocking.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they should have went a different way. Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, would it be different? And this is coming from some of the comments, like I told you. Sure. Would it have been different, in your opinion, if they would have used a different word?
The nigga?
Yeah. Like, would you see an issue with that chant if they didn't use the N word?
On the football field, when you're playing football, no. If they would have said, "I'm a,"
like I would think, like, if they even just said, like, even though it's cussing, I'm gonna knock a motherfucking head loose on the football field.
Yeah, it's crazy that this came out, bro. So I have a nephew, my brother JB. He has a son, Jace. I think he's all of stages 8. I think he's all of 6. And I'm sure most people who don't play football wouldn't know, but when you out on that field, you cuss. You cuss. I don't know what age it starts, but you definitely cuss. And parents get immune to it because you playing ball, like you balling. And my brother was like, I let Jace cuss, and I'm just like, yeah, he's on the football field, like, of course. He's like, nah, let me cuss around the house, only during football season. I'm like, what? Like, all football season he's allowed to cuss. And I'm just like, I kind of got where he was trying to go.
Yeah.
But that should be reserved for the football field, because I know when I remember cussing when I was playing Pee Wee. I don't remember what age I was, but I remember me starting cussing when I was playing Pee Wee. And I think the first cuss word was shit because I missed the ball. But I definitely understand that kids cuss on the football field. So if they would said, I'm gonna knock a motherfucking shit loose, or just something that's without the nigga, it would have been cool. And I some people in the comments, some people like, well, you got to think about the origination from the word nigga. A lot of people don't know that nigga means king. Well, it originally meant king. our God, depending on the dialect.
Okay. Yes, sir.
And I understand that nowadays people use it for detrimental purposes. However, that's a culture thing. Just like people. So if, let's say DJ calls you Yogi, okay. I think she does, or whatever. You wouldn't want everybody else calling you Yogi. Or if DJ had a name that our DJ said something to make you ready to
snap.
Yeah, no, I'm just ready to pound her out, have sex.
Okay, that's what I was gonna
say. And you and you hear somebody call you that, you gonna be like, what the fuck? And they constantly calling you that. They may let's just put it out there. Someone like Justin or what's his name? He was just on the thing. No, Nick, because they joke like that. They do it until they grind you down, right? And it's all fun and games. I'm not saying that it's horrible. It's just fun and games. But it definitely ground you down, and they take joy in it. And it is funny up until some point. But let's just say if they did that, you would feel some type of way. Like, okay, this is no longer a joke. Like, that's something between me and my wife. And that's kind of like how I think the word nigga is. Like, I don't understand why everyone thinks that they should have a right just because black folks say it. But some white folk don't understand. I just wish that they were sensitive about other issues as much as they are about the word nigga. So
I got you. So,
I'm sorry, that was kind of long drawn out.
No, it was cool because I'm gonna take my time with this too because this hit me because when you sent me this, of course I didn't know the story. Of course I went and researched and looked at it because I saw this the initial person that posted the video, which was our brother Mike B. It was like, this had me hype, and when I watched the video I was like, oh shit, like let's go, yeah, let's go. Yeah. You know, I didn't have an issue with it, but then I saw the caption and I was just like, from the originator who posted that video, I was just like, there's more to this story than I don't know.
For sure.
So I went and researched it, looked it up after I got the link from you, found out the coach was fired.
Yeah.
And I researched it more. I was like, man, like, he really fired because in one of the stories I read, they said that this was like a ritual. Like this was a thing they did every game.
Yeah.
So why is it just now?
I think they were looking for a reason to fire the coach.
That was one thing.
And that's what I was hitting on. Yeah.
Another thing was though that the coach wasn't even in that huddle in the video. If you didn't know that.
Who was the guy getting on hype?
One of the other assistant coaches. The coach, if you watched the news report that came up from there, the coach, I believe his last name was Jones, was not in the video.
Huh.
It was one of the assistant coaches. So, like you said, somebody had it out for that man, which is also a reason why I believe because he won't answer, he won't talk to the media yet. He's not ready to. So to me, there's more
to the story.
There's more to the story. And going through the comments and things, and there was a couple that caught my eye on the news. One was the use of the N-word. I don't know if you noticed, and I don't know if you know, but I removed that from my vocabulary almost entirely. There are a few instances, and I've had this conversation with a couple of friends where sometimes when I get back in that mode, it'll slip out, but then I'm just like, stupid Shaw, like that's not. You don't use that. It's out. If it's wrong, like if you think it's wrong, and that's what I think. If you even have to question if it's wrong, it's wrong.
Yeah.
So don't say it, and that's why you said, and that's why when you hit on it, when you said like, people shouldn't, like, if you're not black, you shouldn't say it. Period. Even if you're raised in that type of account, you shouldn't say it.
Yeah.
Because once you get outside of there, once you get out of your uncomfort zone, I guarantee you, if you say it around the wrong people, you're gonna get messed up, and somebody's gonna take it negatively. So that's why I have completely removed it, and I've also heard from people's experience that if somebody was to call them that, where even though they boys, they've lost friendships over this.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they've asked respectively, don't call me that, and they would say, like, what changed from 10 years ago? We grew up. We were brought up in that culture where it was cool. Said repeatedly. It said cool, but we didn't understand, like you were saying, like the detriment that the background behind it. Mm-hmm. As a lot of now that we're finding out is used in in a negative light, because people don't understand the real story, and so people when they say it in a cognitive way, in a negative fashion.
Yeah.
So that's why I said that I have removed that completely from my vocabulary. That's not part of my vocabulary anymore. That's not what I'm doing. So I think there's more to the story than just that. Because like I said, if this was a ritual, they've done this multiple times.
Yeah, and it's mid-football season for high schoolers. And
the coach wasn't even in there. What really went on behind the scenes. And that's why I'm still, my verdict is still out to see what after the coach says when he's ready to speak on what's going to happen, on what happened.
Yeah.
So.
I agree with what you said in the first half about removing it. It's funny because I was talking to, I think it was one of the brothers, one of the Masons. And I was like, listen, I know nigga comes from the word niggas, which is Negg, I think US or AS.
Okay.
And I was just like, man, but as I grow and I travel, I need to understand verbiage. I need to understand that different words don't sit well, right? And I was just like, should I remove it? And they were saying be conscious of who you say it around. And like when we were texting,
right,
and you was just like, you barely use the word.
That's why I was like something. That's why I picked it up. I was like something triggered, and that's just like.
Nah, it was just a conversation. I thought
and that's what it was. Yeah, I know.
But it's funny that you noticed that because this happened like months ago.
Yeah.
So I have been trying to remove it, but like you said, when you in that environment, and especially like when Chaz and I working out and he don't want to do it, I'm like, nigga, come on. But I definitely agree with removing it from the vocabulary, and I'm black and I'm trying to remove it. There's just something about that, and I understand the root of it, I get it, I've studied it, I researched it, I get it, right? It's just that the negative commentary behind it. And I don't want to be around someone who's quote unquote woke, but don't understand what the definition of that or the origin of that word is from. And they're like, well, you call me like, dude, you're woke, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I definitely get it. I applaud you for taking it out of your
I said, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I don't say it. I don't reference. That's why I said, even when I typed it out, I didn't type it out.
I definitely get it. Yeah.
But before we get too far off topic with that, we got on our little soapboxes with that. Are you surprised that it took place at a institute that's predominantly known for as being a black institute?
No. I'm not, because they do it every day.
Okay.
I'm surprised more so that this institution was so mad about it, because like I said, a lot of people of our culture knows that it's okay to say. It's just those quote unquote woke people that take offense to it, even though that they don't know what the origin of it is. So I think a lot of people who are a part of that organization are just like, man, we say that in meetings, and I'm pretty sure he got recorded of me saying it in the goddamn board meeting. You know what I mean? So I'm not surprised at all that they used it. I'm pretty sure the dang old principal and the AD use it when they're talking to each other and there's no cameras around.
Sure.
So I'm surprised that they were so offended by it more so than the use of it. That makes sense.
It does, and that's why I say I think there is a lot more that went on and said, like you said, I think somebody had it out for the coach. And that's why I said it spoke volumes for me when I found out he wasn't in the video. Like I said, it's mid-season, coming towards the end of the season. And now y'all just decided to get rid of him.
For sure.
I don't. There's more to that than the eye, for sure.
And I don't think anyone is blind to that fact. I definitely
hope not. I really hope not. Before we go on to the segments, I just want to throw in there because I feel like we don't get enough to touch on dad stuff that much.
Oh man,
which is something that I would love to do
for sure.
So, just as your first thought, bro, like what? Because just for example, like Tristan did something the other day. Oh, what did he do? Oh, before he hit me in the face.
Oh, word. Yeah, he about to face too.
That made me think, like, man, this dude is really like, this is really my son. Like, not to the fact that he hit me in the face, but to the fact that, like, I remember people telling me stories of me doing some goofy stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And there's some other stories aside from that. It's just that one's just the first one that popped in my head. Mm-hmm. Going to the things that he eats and the way to some of his personality traits. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Braylon. So like she eats a bunch of Oriental food with Tristan won't. I'm like, that's my girl. Yeah. That's my baby girl. So have you ever do you have any memories like where you was just like, man, that's my son, that's my daughter, like?
More so with Fat, because I think both of our children like Sarah. In so many ways, it's not funny. But when Fat gets pissed, like right before she gets pissed, I'm like, damn, that's okay. Like, I got you, right? Sometimes Cameron can be very, very playful, and that's definitely me. And he's very forgiving. He doesn't hold a grudge. He knows that like a lot of shit that happens are accidents. However, he definitely gets mad like Sarah.
Okay.
But Cameron's active. Cameron is very, very playful, very forgiving, like me. And sometimes he's a little bit too active, and I'm just like, what the fuck? But more so Stasia, because Stasia has attitude about her, and it's just like, god damn.
You gonna have to watch her.
I am, man. I already know, but yeah, definitely Stasia, because right before she gets like really pissed, I see me, because and then she'll try to talk herself down, and she'll be like, listen, she'll tell Cameron, you're irritating me, you're gonna make me mad. And I'm just like, that's me. Like, I see that, and I'm just like, damn, all right. And I tell Cameron, like, you better stop fucking with her. And the same thing with Stasia. Like, Cameron, she'll hit Cameron. I'm like, all right, Stasia, you gotta be big and gonna whoop your ass, and he gonna be laughing once it's all over. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, and I see that transpiring in both of them, where it's me, but at different times. So yes, I do.
It just made me think of it, bro, just because just once, like I said, we don't get to talk about dad stuff that much. Mm-hmm. So that just made me think of that. Not only that, but just going through social media and even talking to our friends that have kids now, and just hearing some of the similarities. You're like, man, he remind me of how I was back when I was little type stuff, one story. So it just got me. I was just like, and that's something that I miss talking about. Yeah. That we don't get to share that often on airs when we talk about our kids, how proud we are of them, and how much they remind us of us, and how much we know we have to, look after them because we know how we work.
For sure.
So we can catch these instances where other people might not.
Yeah.
It's just a humbling experience, man. I just love it. I love it. Ain't nothing like that.
Yeah. Especially when you can sit back and be like, oh, I know what you're about to
do. Exactly.
Like, oh, and then I love it because I be looking at Saja like, Saja, I know what you're doing. Like, I don't even have to be in a room to know what you're doing.
Exactly.
And I try to tell Cameron that, and he just oblivious because all he wants to do is play. I'm like, Cameron, I know that you're not eating. I know it.
it's just like, and I know we covered this a couple, like back when we first were shooting. Like when I told DJ, like, you're going to have to tell that you're going to have to discipline that kid if you want him to listen. Like we went through that whole ordeal with timeouts and whoopings and things like that.
Yeah.
And sure as enough, he wasn't listening, and I told her, like, he is me. Like, he ain't gonna listen to these little stuff, and he's gonna figure it out what she was doing.
Yeah.
So sure enough, she started getting on board with it. And what's happening? This guy's straightening up. He's listening more often. I was like, I've been trying to tell you, like, this little son, our little son, that's me. Yeah. I know what he's thinking. I know what he's doing. I know his thought process.
Yeah, I did the same way with Stasia, because Sarah tells Stasia to do something, and Stasia like, yes, ma'am. And then I was like, Stasia, I know you thinking that you're going to get away with not doing this shit, but I'm paying attention to your ass. I know what that yes, ma'am means. Don't do it. And watch what happens to you. Just don't do it. Trust me. Just watch and see. She's like, but I want to, ain't no buts. Mama told you to do something. Don't do it.
My favorite thing is what I'm learning now is when I'm out of earshot and I can't hear what's being, and Tristan right now, because Buddy not old enough yet, but he understands that he ain't hear that.
Yeah.
Let me go see if I can get that off the daddy.
Right.
And I'm just thinking, hold up, this ain't out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Let's go talk to your mama.
Yep.
It's like, oh, and he goes quick. He'll be like, oh no. And he'll tell me, he's like, no, daddy, no. I'll be like,
yep.
Caught you. Mm-hmm. I knew it.
But they definitely get away with that with their moms, I know, because Sarah's the same way. Like today, Stasia wanted dessert, and I was just like, did you do your homework? No. Well, you know what the rule is. You're not getting shit. No, it was an icy. I'm sorry, it was an icy. I'm like, did you do your homework? No, I need to do. You got test tomorrow. Do the shit.
Right.
And I guess she thought I wasn't listening because I was getting ready to go. And she was like, ooh, mommy, while we out, can we get an icy? I just waited. She was like, let's see how you guys act. And I peeked my head out and I looked at Sage. She says, never mind, I have homework. Yeah, motherfucker, like, I know what you're doing.
Oh, man.
Trying to be slick.
Little kids, man.
Yeah, man.
It's our babies, though, man. Love them.
So before we go, man, and go into the segments, check dig what happened to me today, right?
What happened?
So you gonna find it funny.
You tell me.
It ain't nothing serious. So you gonna find it funny. So I go to the gym. You know, you heard me at the gym. I do my legs, which are fucking burning right now. But I'm like, all right, I'm hungry and I don't want to cook. Pit station's right there. So I go and I was gonna get the wrap so I don't have to eat all those carbs.
Yeah.
But they had the Philly cheesesteak on sale.
Oh, that was on a special?
Oh, man. So I get it, and I'm just like, all right, come on. We're going to have to burn this up somehow, right? So I got it, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to get the meal because Sarah's going to be on her way home, and she like Mountain Dew. So I'm going to eat half the sandwich, some fries, and then I'm going to save her half the Mountain Dew, right? So I'm sitting there driving home, and I promise, bro, like, I'm eating the fries. I'm like, all right, I wasn't supposed to eat fries till I got home. So I'm sipping on the Mountain Dew. I'm just like, damn, this Mountain Dew good as hell. And, bro, you know I don't even like pop that much. So I get home, I eat a little more fries, and then I eat my half a sandwich. Yeah. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Now, I'm mad at myself. Remember I said I was hard on myself. I'm mad at myself. I'm sitting here like, you fat fuck. Like, your ass don't even like pop. You don't even crave pop. How did you kill this whole cup of Mountain Dew? And I'm just like, man, god damn. That shit was good as fuck, though. And I was just like, I was here talking to myself like, you weak motherfucker. Like, I'm arguing with myself about how weak I am when it came to this damn pop. Mm-hmm. And I'm cussing myself out like, man, your big ass don't need to be drinking this fucking pop. You just had leg day, so you're going to be cramping up in the middle of the night. Go get some water with your fat. Like, I'm sitting cussing myself out in my head, like, because I'm so hard on myself, and I know I shouldn't be. I know that's not what I know that's not good for me. But at the same time, I'm just like, man, what the fuck? Like, a whole cup of Mountain Dew, no ice. Right. And I don't even drink pop. Like, I don't crave pop. And I wasn't craving pop.
So was the wife upset you?
No, I told her, and she was like, it's just pop. She started laughing. She's like, it's just pop one day. And I'm just like, that's the point. It's just one day. And then it's going to turn into 8 days. And it's going to turn into a lifestyle.
That's what happened.
And I was just like, I don't even know why I drunk. What was the reason behind me drinking all this fucking pop? Especially when I have a whole liter of water sitting right there. And that's what I crave, is water. And I was just like, oh man. I'm sitting there talking to myself like, you big motherfucker. What do you need that for? So
I thought you was gonna say you got on Instagram, bro.
Nah, man, don't you. Segment time.
I thought you was doing that. I was like, uh-oh.
This y'all trying to get me in trouble.
Woo. Man, you keep getting on that Mix It Up page, you gonna get you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So I be following these nice looking ladies.
Hey, I can't help it that we have an attractive fan base.
Man, listen. But go ahead, segment time. I'm sitting here in the day.
So we're gonna start with the what you looking at segment.
For sure.
So you want to go first? Or you want to go first?
It don't matter.
I'll go ahead and go first.
Okay.
So what also kind of led me to talking about fathers, and you want to get on the fatherly topic as well, was that I saw this video posted about Josh Allen, NFL linebacker. Also, just I don't know if he's a new father, but he's younger than us, 21 years old. I'm sorry. Father to a son, and he posted up this video that Michael Strahan and I think J.C. Penney allowed him to do a video just telling his son how much he meant to him and why he does what he does, the way he walks, the way he carries himself, the way he moves, the way he works, how hard he works. It's all due to his son. He wanted to be a better man, better person, so his son can be a better man, better person as he grows up. So that definitely caught my attention, caught my eye. I posted it on our Facebook and my Facebook, my personal Facebook as well.
I'm not taking
I couldn't get it on our Instagram. It won't let me repost, won't let me do it. But I definitely tried. But shout out to Josh Allen. Keep being the great father that you are. And I saw this. There's one comment pissed me off, bro. Somebody commented on it, was just like, you motherfuckers just doing this just for publicity or whatever, blah 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 blah. I hate people. I hate negativity when somebody's trying to do something positive. So for you, if they had a dislike button, I would have disliked your comment. Yeah. But aside from that, Josh Allen and to all the other fathers out there, keep doing what you're doing for the kids. You nailed it? You good?
No, I'm good. Okay. I'm resting on here. I got shoulders tomorrow and I ain't coming down myself.
Gotcha.
But it's crazy that you said that, right? Because on my timeline, you know how they show past posts. When I was sick, Anastasia would check on me, and Sarah and I were going through our spat, and I don't think we were together at the time, but I would always stay and sleep with Stasia. And I want to quote it, but I can't quote it verbatim. But it was something along the line of her asking me if I'm okay, and she was just like, I was just like, no, like I'm not. I mean, no, I think I said, yeah, I am, but I wasn't. And she was like, Daddy, I know you're lying. Like, I hear you in the middle of the night. I'm sleeping next to you. Like, I just want to make sure that you're okay. She was like, I know you come here and blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, damn. Like, it's amazing the stuff that we do for our daughters and sons. And we want to pour so much into them. Like, I don't want my daughter to ever know that I'm hurting. And I damn sure don't want my son to ever know that I'm hurting. And it's not a man thing. It's just coming from a strength and a value that we put in our children to let them know that nothing is possible and nothing is impossible. So it's crazy that you said that. Sorry to get on my soapbox.
No, you're good.
But so what I'm looking at is I'm a part of 2 boards finally, two nonprofit boards. One of which,
do low power mode.
So one of which is Community Matters, and they're in Lower Price Hill, and they have a gala coming up, and I'm so excited to be a part of that because all the funds raised goes directly back into the community. So they buy up the property, they renovate it, and then they make it for the residents to rejoin, to come in and pay the same amount of rent, whatever. And then they open up businesses, like they have, they partnered with Price Seal Will. They're going to put a grocery store down there, and it's going to be community ran. And I'm so glad to be a part of that because they already have, like, they found out that they travel a mile and a half to go wash their clothes. So they're like, all right, well, let's make a community ran washing place. So people of the community work there. Like, they got like 4 or 5 people working there. It's over 24 hours, and that's how they get their paycheck. And people come in there and they wash clothes just because it's a necessity in the neighborhood. And they do stuff like that. They're planting a garden. They're doing all this stuff. So I'm so proud to be a part of that organization and on the board. And I'm learning so much from that. So with that gala, I'm happy to be a part of it. But you know, my circle's so small, and I gotta sell these tickets. And I told them, like, it's gonna be hard because I've unfriended a lot of people who I have problems with and qualms with, and we just don't see eye to eye. And that energy, I don't want it around me. But they said just sell as many as you want, and I'm so proud to be a part of that organization because they understand that, you know, people need to grow and move, and it's just so dope. So the other organization, I'm sorry. So the other organization I'm with is Cincinnati Works, Young Professional. And that's so dope because Cincinnati Works offers second chances to people inside the greater Cincinnati area. And they can come there, they can get job training, they can get clothes for interviews, they do mock interviews, they do all of that. They line up jobs, they get you in a housing, they just do so much for the urban community. So, and they initiated a thing I'm going to say it right because I'm trying to, my goal is to have a perfect diction at a brewery on the first Tuesday of December, and proceeds go straight back into Cincinnati Works, which go straight back into rebuilding the community. And I'm just so proud to finally be on top of those boards. I know a lot of people on that board don't get recognition for what they do, but that shit is so dope. So
that sounds pretty good, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
The video just ended.
It's cool.
Enough time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with all that said, you want to plug it?
Oh, I just
plug all the information.
Cincinnati Works.
Please tag it.
Yeah, I'll tag it. Cincinnati Works and Community Matters and Lord Price Hill. That I love being a part. I'm learning so much. I know I offer a lot of insight because I'm an outsider and I just want to learn, and I don't want them. I don't think that they see me being a novice in this area a downplay. I hope they don't anyway, because I'm gonna keep on offering up ideas until they tell me to shut up. So I just love it, man. So Cincinnati Works and Community Matters is a great organization. I'm going to be contacting a lot of people to see if they can buy these tickets. You got a chance to win $2,500 and a lot of different prizes. They have a aged bourbon. It's supposed to be very, very expensive bourbon. I think it's like aged for 5 years, and it's about 10 years old.
Well, put that on our social media so we can share it, bro.
For sure.
We post a link up on the book or Instagram. Yeah. I'll definitely share it on my personal page.
Yeah, man, they got a lot of door prizes. And with the Cincinnati Works at the brewery, all the proceeds go straight back into helping. They partnered with Crossroads Church here in Cincinnati, and they have that city link that definitely does training. They have I don't know if they have a pantry, but I know they have clothes down there. They offer childcare. It's just so dope, man. I'm so proud and so humble to be able to learn from these people, because once I open my nonprofit, I'm going to know so much of the ins and outs. It's going to be crazy. So I love the fact that they gave me a chance.
Definitely, bro. Yeah, props to you, man. That's pretty dope.
Yeah. So hall pass. Let's have some fun with this one.
Let's go with it. So, man, I got 2 on my list that I need to use, so I'm gonna use one of them.
Yeah.
My hall pass for this week will be Rita Ora. She's been sitting there, but there's one more left on my list. I have to go back to the drawing board, but she's been sitting there. Follow that IG on my page.
I'm not fucking with you. I'm not. Once you get me in trouble, dog.
You follow it.
My hall pass is. This is one. I if you don't know, I love older women. There's just something about them, and I think a lot of people are going to find this. Oh, another INT. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. Gayle King.
Okay.
She is. Man.
Did you have an issue with that?
And she friends with Oprah.
Oh, so you just looking for the end?
No, I'm not. I'm looking for Gayle King. Gayle King is.
You better watch Stedman.
I ain't worried about Oprah. I'm happy with Gayle. And she's single. She newly divorced. Ooh.
Oh, she out there.
That's my hall pass. I'm
not mad at that one at all, man.
Yeah. So that's our episode. I know we went way over. I know it was a lot of rambling, but we got a little heartfelt and touchy.
Definitely. These were definitely topics.
Sometimes that's how I go, man. When you get the guys together, we talk about bullshit and we talk about what's on our heart. So that's just what it is, right?
The whole point of the show, mix it up, different teams.
For sure. So thank you for joining us. We're definitely going to put this up.
As well as our last episode.
As well as our last, we're going to put the last episode up. Then we're going to put this one up. So I know that we're a week behind, but y'all just rock with us. I promise y'all going to be entertained. All right? We love you. We love you so much. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you follow us on all social media networks at mixitup.513. Again, all social media networks is Facebook, Snap, Instagram,
Twitter,
Match.com, all that. Mixitup.513.
You get mad at me. Match.com.
You can also find our new YouTube channel, Mix Space It Up 513. YouTube, subscribe. That's where we put our full content up. Mix Space It Up 513. And so we're gonna let you know where you can email us at.
Email us at 513mixitup@gmail.com with any segments or anything that you'd like us to cover. If you have any questions for us, please feel free to ask. If you want us to go back over any of these topics that we discussed, we'd love to hear back from y'all. Love the feedback, love the interactiveness with y'all.
For sure. All right. Peace and blessings. We love you.
Peace.